Hi students, today we are going to start with exercise 2.1 in polynomial chapter. To get the complete concept on polynomial, kindly check into my previous videos. So in this exercise, we are going to find the number of zeros in every graph they have given. What is number of zeros? The number of zeros is how many times the graph cuts or touches the x-axis. So they used to give graph like this straight line or the curved line or like parabola like this. So how many times the graph touches the x-axis or cuts the x-axis. So you have to count the number of times the graph cuts or touches the x-axis. But in this graph, no, there is no cut or touch in this x-axis, right? So the graph is drawn only in the y-axis. So the number of zeros is 0, as the graph doesn't cut the x-axis at any point. Okay, so in the second graph you can clearly see the graph cut the x-axis at one point, so the number of zeros is 1, because the graph cuts the x-axis at only one point, so the number of zeros is 1. In the third graph you can see the number of zeros will be 3, as the graph cuts the x-axis at 3 points, right? So the number of zeros is 3. In fourth graph, 2 points, right? Number of zeros will be 2, as the graph cuts the x-axis at 2 points. And in the fifth question, you can just answer by yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4. The graph cuts x-axis at 4 points, so number of zeros is 4. When you look into the sixth question, the graph cuts the x-axis at 1 point, touches the x-axis at 2 points. So totally 3 points are there, right? So number of zeros is 3, as the graph cuts and touches the x-axis at 3 points. Okay, so that's all about the first exercise. You just have to figure out the number of zeros. Okay, so number of zeros is how many times the graph cuts x-axis or touches the x-axis. Okay, so this is just for MCQ purpose, and this chapter has a weightage of 4 to 5 marks, and you can easily score in this chapter if you understand the concept clearly. Okay, let's move on to the exercise 2.2. Find the zeros of a quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient. What is quadratic polynomial? Which is quadratic equation, right? They used to give quadratic equation. You need to find alpha and beta. How will you find alpha, beta? If you solve using middle term splitting method, no, you get the two values of x. One is alpha, one is beta. Okay, so just the middle term splitting method. Just try by yourself. So when you multiply first and third term, I'm getting minus 8x square. Okay, so if I multiply, I'm getting minus 8x square, and I have to split this term, so that when I multiply, I should get minus 8, and when I add, I should get minus 2. So 4 twos are 8. This satisfies this, right? So when I multiply 4 and 2, I am getting 8, right? And when I add this, so always remember, if the middle term has negative sign, the greater number should also have the negative sign here. So minus 4 plus 2 will give me minus 2x, right? So when I add, I'm getting minus 2x. When I multiply, I should get minus 8x square. Okay, so I am splitting using minus 4 and 2. So just replace the middle term by minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. Now split, like now take the two terms, x square minus 4x. So from this, no, what is common? X is common. So if I take x common out, remaining is x minus 4. And in the other two terms, I can take 2 as common. So if I take plus 2 common, x minus 4. So because 2 fours are 8, so minus 4. So now you can see this x minus 4 is common, right? So I'm taking x minus 4 common out, so x plus 2. So x minus 4, x plus 2 equal to 0. So what is the x value? One value will be 4, one value will be minus 2. So first step is to, you just split the quadratic equation using middle term splitting method, and then you get the x values, which is alpha and beta. Alpha is 4 here, beta is minus 2. After you find this alpha beta values, no, you just compare the given equation with the standard form of quadratic equation. You know the standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c, right? This is your given question. So just compare it and find a, b, c value. A is the coefficient of x square. What is coefficient of x square? So the number attached with this variable x square. So here how many x square are there? Only one x square is there. So a is 1. Here how many x are there? Minus 2x are there. So minus 2 is b. And the constant is c. Okay, now you got a, b, c values and alpha, beta values. And we have already discussed the formulas in the concept video. So sum of zeros will be alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Just you need to substitute and check whether both the values are equal. Alpha is 4, right? 4 plus beta is minus 2. 4 plus of minus 2 equal to, already formula is minus, and b value is minus. So minus of minus 2 divided by a value is 1. So 4 minus 2 is 2. Minus of minus is plus 2. So 2 equal 2. Sum of 0 satisfies, right? So you are getting equal values. Now take the product of 0. Alpha beta equals c by a. Alpha beta is 4 into minus 2. C is minus 8. A is 1. So minus 8 by 1. So minus 8 equal to minus 8. So both are equal, right? So every values are equal. For sum of 0 2 equal 2 and product of zeros minus 8 equal to minus 8. So if all are equal, you can say this is verified. Hence verified. Okay, so remember the method of solving this question. They used to ask the question of verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient. First find out the zeros are the alpha and beta. Use the middle term splitting method, find out the zeros, alpha beta. After that you get the ABC values, which is a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, c is the constant value. Take with the signs, that is if it is negative, write down the negative symbol also, and then substitute in the formula and check whether both are equal or not. Okay, so second question, 4s square minus 4s plus 1 equal to 0. So if you multiply first and third term, I am getting 4s square. I am going to split this so that I must get minus 4s, right? So there is only one possibility, 2 2s are 4, right? If I multiply, because I should put both sides as negative, if I multiply minus into minus plus, 2 into 2 4, so 4s square. And if I add, I must get minus 2s will get minus 4s, right? So just replace the middle term with this minus 2s and take the two terms and take the common out. 4s square minus 2s. With this two terms, what is common? 2s is common for two terms. So remaining 2s minus 1, and in next to two terms I am taking common out as minus 1. Why? I want the 2s minus 1, same thing in this bracket also, already it is there, only the symbols are changed. So I am taking minus 1 common, 2s minus 1. So 2s minus 1, 2s minus 1 equal to 0. So s equal 1 by 2, right? 2s equal to 1, and 2, if that goes to that side, it comes in a division. So s value is 1 by 2, both s value are same. So alpha is 1 by 2, beta is also 1 by 2. After you get alpha beta, what you need to do? Find a, b, c in the given equation. A is the coefficient of s square. A is 4, b is minus 4, c is 1. Now substitute in the formula. Sum of zeros, alpha plus beta is minus b by a. Alpha and beta are 1 by 2, right? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to minus of minus b, b is minus 4, minus of minus 4 divided by a is 4. So you're getting 1 equal to 1, and product of zeros is alpha beta equal to c by a. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 4. So you'll be getting 1 by 4 equal 1 by 4. So hence verified. Just pause the video and try by yourself so that you will get practice to this topic. Okay, so this whole topic is very easy and it follows the same method. First step is to find the alpha beta using middle term splitting method and get the ABC values using the given equation and substitute in the formula of sum of zeros and product of zeros. Okay, next problem they have given in this format. Always remember, the format should be x square x and then only constant, but here the last two terms are changed, right? So here the constant is there and here the x term is changed, x term is there. So just rearrange the order as per the standard form of quadratic polynomial. So 6x square minus 7x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, I'm just changing the places and I'm not changing any signs. Okay, so 6x square minus 7x minus 3 equals 0. Just multiply the first and third term. I'm getting minus 18x square. So if I split, no, I should get minus 7x if I add, right? So only possibility is 9 twos are 18. I am getting a minus sign here. So I must write minus to the greater number here. So minus 9x plus 2x. So just replace this middle term with minus 9x plus 2x. So and take the first two terms, check for the common terms. So in the first two terms, 3x is common, right? I'm taking 3x common out. So remaining are 2x. So 6x square, no? So 2x is remaining here and minus 3. X we have taken common, 3 we have taken common. And I need the same 2x minus 3 here, right? So here already is there. So I'm just going to take plus 1. 2x minus 3. So 2x minus 3 is common. So remaining is 3x plus 1, which is equal to 0. So you'll be getting x value as minus 1 by 3 and x value as 3 by 2. So which is alpha is minus 1 by 3, beta is 3 by 2. Now let's say what is a, b, c. A is the coefficient of x square. So a will be 6, b will be minus 7, c will be minus 3. Now substitute in the sum of zeros formula. Alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. So minus 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2 are the alpha beta values. And minus b by a is minus we already have in the formula. B value is also minus 7. So just substitute it. You will be getting 7 by 6 equal to 7 by 6. Just take your note and substitute it and practice for yourself. Just pause the video and do it by yourself. Product of zeros alpha beta equal to c by a. Just substitute alpha beta values. 3 will get cancelled. Minus 1 by 2 equal minus 1 by 2, or else you can also keep it as it is as minus 3 by 6 equal minus 3 by 6, hence verified. So